What's going on YouTube? It's Goodwin and Taylor again. Actually, I wasn't even going to make another video tonight. I was just going to call it a night and just say heck with it. And by the way, to all of you YouTubers that watch this video, at the time of this recording, it's Halloween, so happy Halloween. Yeah, so happy Halloween to you guys. It's actually getting a bit stormy out here. We have tornado warnings and things like that. But I think we'll be fine where we're at. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I wasn't even going to post this video anyways until it just occurred to me, sitting here at this truck stop in Rutherford Glen's Flying J here. I've kind of noticed that anymore, truck drivers, especially when it gets late at night and the parking spots start, getting filled up and everything like that, truck drivers will start becoming inconsiderate. And they'll start parking wherever they want to. Now, my advice to you guys, now this goes both ways. Now, you can end up being the one that gets blocked in, or you can end up being the one that's, blocking everybody. Don't be the one that blocks everybody in. If there's no parking spaces, don't just park in front of trucks and shut down and just say, oh, I'm going to go ahead and take my 10-hour break, screw this, and block everybody else in. Because number one, what you're going to cause is, A, you're going to cause somebody come pounding on your door saying, hey, can you move? I need to leave. Or two, if things get really escalated, it's going to cause a fight. Yeah, I've seen that quite a few times out here on the road, believe you me. Truckers come in, just park right in front of you, park like, I'm going to say about 10 feet in front of you, and with a 53-footer on the back of these things, yeah, you need quite a lot of room to pull out and turn to not take out another person's truck. In my experience, I've had to deal with that at least 3 times. Now, 2 out of the 3 times I've dealt with it, the drivers were, now I take that back, I'm sorry, 4 times. 3 out of the 4 times I've had to deal with it, the drivers were nice about it. They moved. I mean, they were a little, grouchy about it, but hey, when you've been asleep and, someone comes pounding at your door, you're going to get a little grumpy. I know I have. I've had people come knocking on my doors for, even when you're not asleep, people come knocking on your doors, things like that. But yeah, 3 out of 4 times I've had, drivers move for me. Now, 1 out of the 4 times, a driver looked at me and said, I have no time, I can't move. And I'm going to hate saying this on here, but it was a CRST guy. He decided he didn't want to move, and it was at a TA down there in, I believe it's London, Ohio, I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, if I'm wrong, leave a comment, tell me the actual name of it. I'm pretty sure it was it was London TA. But yeah, the driver parked, as I was trying to come out, he had parked in a way that there was no way I could get around him. I went and knocked on his door, and he opened up his windows, and I asked him, hey man, can you move? I'm trying to get out. I'm getting ready to head out, go pick up a load. He looked at me and just said, I ain't got no time, and I'm not going to move and violate my 10-hour break. Which, that right there, now, even if you run sleeper, if you run electronic or paper logs, you're not going to get in trouble. Now, with electronic, if you move at a certain speed, a certain RPM, I think it's like, don't go over 5 miles an hour, you're not going to violate your logs. It will not throw you on duty. Even so, I'm pretty sure you can call your company and have them fix your logs. I know US Express does it. If we have a problem and our logs get messed up, we can just call log department, they fix it, no big deal. But yeah, don't try pulling that BS that, oh, I'm out of time, I can't move, because you're not going to fool anybody, especially ones that have been out here long enough to know that you cannot fool us. We know better. And don't try this notion, oh, my truck won't start, because we'll know for a fact that, if you've told us that you're going to move and then you don't do it, and then you say your truck don't start, like I've heard some drivers tell us, we know for a fact that you're bullshitting us. Don't do it. Now, if you're the ones that get blocked in, now, there's two ways you can approach the situation, personally. You can either A, be professional about it, go knock on the person's door, ask them to move nicely. Now, 9 times out of 10 they will, but you will encounter that one butthole that don't want to move because he's mad because he couldn't find a spot, and so he wants to block everybody in. And you will encounter it, trust me. Most of the time you'll encounter somebody that will move for you if you ask them nicely. But if you go up to them and you're being an asshole to them and be like, hey, you need to move your fucking truck, I'm trying to get out, you're so fucking inconsiderate, you're probably going to get met with, I'm not moving my truck. Then you're going to be forced to deal with the truck stop management and possibly cops. Which, that brings me to my second course of action. You can probably go talk to management at whatever truck stop you stay at. Now, sometimes, depending on what truck stop it is and where you're at, they will help you. But if it's, and I've come to find this out sometimes, and this is no way in any shape or form sexist in any way, but I've come to find that certain all-female night crew don't want anything to do with going out there and telling truckers to move. Which, in their situation, I can understand, because there's a lot of truck drivers out here that are assholes and can cause a lot of problems. Which, I'm, like I said, I'm not being sexist. I'm not saying anything bad about women. I'm not saying women couldn't throw a punch like a man could. That's no way, shape, or form. I know for a fact she can. She can throw a punch like a man. She can put me on my ass. So, I'm not being sexist. I believe in equality between men and women just as equally. And to me, women put up with more pain than what men do. Guys, they do. But, yeah, you can try talking to management at a truck stop. They may help you. If worse comes to worse, call the cops, tell them about what's going on, and they'll have to come out and make he or she move. Because, or the third course of action is you call the person's company, and then they make the move. Because I once heard this story about a guy from Heartland Express blocking in a U.S. Express driver, and he asked him several times, hey man, can you move, can you move? Guy was giving him a bunch of bullshit, and eventually they had to call his company. His company told him that if he didn't move the truck, they was going to send someone else out from his own company to move that truck, because they didn't want a massive lawsuit against him. But yeah, that's another thing you want to be aware of at truck stops. That is, you will get blocked in at some point. Try to be professional about it as much as possible. I know it's hard out here to do that. Trust me, there's times I get pissed off. She'll get pissed off. We want to murder somebody because, we're getting ready to leave and we got a load on us. And
jokingly, of course.
Yeah, we wouldn't actually kill anybody. Maybe she would, I wouldn't. I'm kidding. But yeah. Yeah, just be professional about it. Don't be a bunch of assholes. But don't be like some of these drivers that sit here in your truck on the CB bitching about it.
Stupid.
Just get out of your truck and go ask somebody to move. It's not that hard, people. Just be professional about it. I've had to do it. It's not that hard. I mean, yeah, you might encounter an asshole who don't want to move. Well, then, if he doesn't want to move, then he's in the wrong. You are in the right. You're trying to get out. He's blocking you. You're in a legitimate parking spot. As long as you don't have an now, if you start out nice and he's being he or she is being, an ass towards you.
A douche.
by all means, if you start getting pissed off at them, you know, I'm not going to look at you and say you shouldn't do that, because I've had that one asshole pisses me off and I've walked off and cussing and told him, you know, to fuck off. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. I recommend in the beginning just be professional about it, because more likely you will get that driver that will move. But don't be sitting on your CB bitching about, I don't know how many times we've heard truckers on CBs bitching about, you know, there's no spots, trucks need to move, and just sit there and bitch about it. Won't get out of the truck and go up to the driver and say, hey man, I'm trying to get in, can you move? Only thing you gotta do. It's that simple, guys. Just don't bitch about it. Do something about it. So, if you like the video, please comment, subscribe, hit the like button if you would. This is Gillen and Taylor. We will come back to you with another video.